Let's do this. Hello there. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy. We're all here together again. Hello there. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy. We're all here together again. The sun is in my heart. It warms me with its power. It wakens light and life in bird, in beast, in flower. All right, I know that we've done this song a lot, but we're going to do it again because it helps us hit our high voice. And we want to use that high voice. So go, woo! Do that again. Woo! And echo me. Oh my. No more pie. Pie's too sweet. I want a piece of meat. Meat's too red. I want a piece of bread. Bread's too brown. I think I'll go to town. Town's too far. I think I'll take the car. Car won't go. I fell and stubbed my toe. Toe gives me pain. I think I'll take the train. Train had a wreck. I fell and hurt my neck. Oh my. No more pie. Good. All right. We're going to pull out an oldie but a goodie for moving today, and we are going to be little elves. So, once upon a time, there was a painter who loved to paint. She had many cans of paint of different colors spread out all on the floor of her room. She had red paint, blue paint, yellow paint, green paint, all the colors of the rainbow. Every night before the painter went to bed, she put lids on her cans of paint so they wouldn't dry out. But one night, she was so sleepy that she forgot to put the lids on. And who should sneak into that room that very night but some little elves? Well, when the elves saw the cans of paint, they were excited. Each elf went over to a can of paint and stuck one hand in it. They pulled out their hands and looked. It was beautiful. Next, the elves stuck their heads in the paint. They got paint all over their hair. Then they stuck their elbows in the paint. They sat down in the paint and wiggled their bottoms. Last of all, each elf jumped right into a can of paint and got paint all over its body. Then the elves had a wonderful idea. Let's paint the room and surprise the painter when she wakes up. So they jumped right out of the cans and began skating straight pathways all over the room like stripes. They ran in curved pathways, painting the letter S or snakes on the floor. They jumped in zigzags, making lightning designs with their feet. Then the elves got right down on a lower level and began to slither paint all over their floor with their tummies and their backs and even their sides. They scooted designs with their bottoms. They painted polka dots with their elbows and knees. "Hey, we almost forgot to paint the ceiling," said the elves. So they leapt high in the air, flicking paint onto the ceiling with their fingers. They were jumping and jumping. Soon the morning sun began to come up, and all the elves hurried back to their hiding places. When the painter woke up and saw her room, she couldn't believe her eyes. There were straight, curved, and zigzag designs all over the floor. There were even polka dots on the ceiling. "Those naughty elves," she said. "They used my paint without asking permission. I'm going to teach them a lesson." So she emptied out all the cans of paint and filled them with sticky glues. Well, the next night when the painter was asleep, who should sneak into that room again but those naughty little elves? They went right up to the cans of paint. Without even looking, they stuck one hand in. Their hands were stuck in the glue. They swung the paint cans from side to side, but they wouldn't come off. So they stuck a foot in the can to help pull it off. But now their feet were stuck too. The poor elves had to hop around the room on one foot. Just then, in walked the painter. "You naughty elves," she said. "You used my paint without asking me first. But I can see that you're sorry, so I'll pull you out of the glue." So one by one, she pulled each elf out of its can. Then all the elves ran home. And do you know, those elves never used the painter's paint without asking, ever again. Oh, I hope that was fun. I hope you had a lot of fun doing that. All right, we're going to create something new. So take a deep breath in and let it all out. It's time to invent something new in your mind, something brand new. Inventing means to create something no one else has ever thought of yet. What will you invent? See your invention in your mind. How big is it? What does it do? How does it work? Your imagination is so powerful. You can create anything you want in your mind. Take a deep breath in and let it all out. All right, this is the last day for the tree. Do it with me. This is the tree with leaves so green. These are the apples that hang in between. When the wind blows, the apples will fall. Here is the basket to gather them all. One more time. Here is the tree with leaves so green. Here are the apples that hang in between. When the wind blows, the apples will fall. Here is the basket to gather them all. All right, pitter patter. I bet you know the whole song by now. So if you feel ready, sing along. If you need some help, just sing the pitter patter part. Okay? Ready? Pitter patter, pitter patter, listen to the rain. Pitter patter, pitter patter, on my window pane. Good. Do you remember it? Let's try the whole thing together. Pitter patter, pitter, patter, listen to the rain. Pitter, patter, pitter, patter, on my window pane. This time you sing the pitter patters. Ready? And here we go. Listen to the rain. On my window pane. All right, you got the whole thing this time. I'll do the motions. You sing the song. Ready? And here we go. Thank you so much. All right, I have a book about a very special woman to read to you today. I think you're really going to like it. It's about Beyoncé, called Beyoncé, Shine Your Light. Beyoncé was quiet, a push and empty swing kind of quiet. That's how most of the world saw her until one teacher looked closer. She can sing. Do you know she can sing? On stage, Beyoncé became a different person. Dazzling, confident, bold. This was where she belonged. Beyoncé performed everywhere. No stage, she made her own. Beyoncé had a dream. Someday she'd share her gift with the whole world. Beyoncé joined a girl group. They worked hard. They shared their dreams. They had each other. They entered a contest. They lost. They learned. They worked harder. Beyoncé's family gave it everything they had. Her mother fashioned them into stars, designing, stitching, styling. She also paid the bills. Her father aimed high, coaching, planning, publicizing. It was still Beyoncé's dream, but other people decided how to make her dream come true. Beyoncé paid attention. She learned. The group performed everywhere. Wherever they went, they made it the biggest show on earth. Best friends began new adventures. They cheered each other on. Before a show, Beyoncé practiced until midnight, until 1 a.m., until 2 a.m., until 3 a.m. She rushed around the world, show after show, an award, and then another, and then another. Beyoncé knew how to give audiences what they wanted and more. But what did she want? Beyoncé stopped. She made time to find the answer. The world was gigantic. She was just a speck. Inspired, lighthearted, ready. From now on, Beyoncé would be in charge of her dreams. She made decisions. Her no meant no. Her yes meant everyone gave 100%. She made mistakes. She learned. She grew. She paid the bills. She decided what to sing and how to sing it. When Beyoncé got on stage now, she was herself. She could be anything she dreamed up. She could be so could everyone who sang along. The world was her stage where Beyoncé shone in the spotlight. On new artists, on women, on her hometown in trouble, on the beauty of her people, the need for justice. Now, Beyoncé finds quiet. Drown out the noise, get to know herself kind of quiet. She listens. She keeps dreaming.